What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's episode of Daily Bitcoin Technical Analysis. Today is October 20th, 2025, and we are going to be checking this out, see how the daily candle is, how it's formed today. And first, we're going to take a little look on the weekly here. So it looks like we got a little bit of a cushion coming, but I think we need to zoom in to get a little bit more data. So let's go right to the daily. So let's check the daily out here. Wow, okay, we got that nice cross like I was talking about yesterday. So in my video yesterday, I discussed that by today's daily candle, this cross will have formed, right? It will have completed this cross. And here we go. So we may get a cross here on the RSI. And we got that nice color change on the MACD like I've been talking about. So that's pretty nice to see. So we may get a little bump up here to like 114, 115.2K. Those are some realistic numbers right there. The one I said in another video, this Bitcoin loves the 100 SMA, loves to bounce back and forth off it, loves to use it as resistance and use it as support. It might be a good time right now for it to come back up here. We also got that correlation on the gold price, so we'll just pull up the gold chart for a minute. If you remember me talking about the gold, how I think the gold price is not ready to, collapse or anything yet. We're still bullish on gold. We got that big pullback that definitely signals that something is about to retrace down, but it looks like the buyers are not ready and the bulls are not ready to let that happen yet, because they've pushed that all the way back up almost to the top. So I'm definitely expecting this to break some new highs. And if we pull a fib from the very tippy top to the very bottom, let's zoom in here. This is the 1 hour, by the way. Just make sure we get the tippy top and we zoom out. So we can definitely look at, once we hit the 1-to-1, so this is a 1-to-1. So here to here, a 1-to-1. And then we can look at the 1.618. So we got 4,500 possibly. And we do have some more targets here, here, and here. So that's on gold, which is saying price going up more. Okay. And now if we go back to Bitcoin, I'm going to go in on our 90-minute because I like to use these numbers, the 45. I like to use 15, 30, 45, 90, 270, and then I look at the 12 daily, 3-day, weekly, etc. Well, let's see here. So I'm going to remove some of these lines here so we can analyze this, get this out of the way. Let's pull up our VP for a second. We'll just squeeze this out here. All right. So I may have to pull out to the 12-hour for a minute to actually see what I'm trying to see here. So basically what I'm doing is this high here, I want to just look at this trading area, this box. Okay, I don't want the data from this on. I don't want this. So by zooming out, I can see that's what I want. I want that box. So we just zoom in and we make the boxed area that I just drew fit into it, and boom, there's our data. Okay, so we have so POC is called, the POC on a VRVP is this white line, and the VOC is POC is point of control. And so there's a real possibility that the bulls may try to get it up here, and then it may wick up to that POC. Okay? So POC is where all that trading volume is, and this just kind of finds that biggest volume trading area, and then that is your point of control that you can see from all of this data. Okay? So that's really important. So that is going to tell us that there's a whole bunch of resistance there. So the price has, so we got support on the bottom and the resistance on the top, right? So that's our resistance. So we can really look at now with the price of gold going up, things may be positive for a little bit. And, that could give the investors, we got that nice bullish push up. And I would like to see this continue. I would like to see this keep going up a little bit. We got these crosses to play out. I think on the daily here, we could see this even rise right up to there. And that's where you may see the wicking parts of the candle hit the POC of about 117,000, right? And then I believe then we keep coming back down, right? It's that, or like I've been talking about, we may be entering some kind of different scenario where we rise, come down, and then continue up. And that would be something in this range, right? Where you have the price doing this, doing this, doing this. So maybe it does, maybe this bottom here is no longer valid. And so it does something like this. So if we draw this here, actually we could just grab the top here. And then I can show you. So I like to draw sometimes, draw it out, right? And now we come down, and then we went up, and then we broke all the way down. So we got this, and we got this, right? And now we got to watch for this because there's such volatility here. As it widened out, it got more volatile. Now we got to just watch for that rise again, probably back to here. And then we're going to be watching something like this. And then we may, let me pull this back a bit. And then we may be looking at two scenarios where we could get an extremely bullish, momentous rise, or we break down. So maybe something like that. And this point here will be really important in the next few weeks. So this is something that's possible that's going on here with trend. We got this top area being broken, then we can come up to this resistance area, and then we have to retest this resistance, and then we have to try to break above that resistance again and get back up to this line, right? And then we have to break this line to go up and make new highs, okay? So we have to break a resistance here, and then we'd have to come up here if this was bullish. If not, the bears are going to take over. They're going to drive it back down to this line, and then we need to break, then they're going to need to break this line in order to come down. So that's pretty it gets messy as I'm drawing, but I'm that's how I like to try to like a whiteboard almost. Like a teacher on a whiteboard, that's what this is to me. It's a canvas, and I can just play with this canvas and throw around ideas, and maybe you can see how I'm thinking at the same time. So that's about it for today. I think for the next 24 hours, I guess we can say that we're going to be looking at some bullish momentum up still, right? So we've got this and this and this, all bullish signals, right? It picked up, we got the 200 SMA down here. So it used the 200 as some support. Yeah, it broke down, but the trend picked it back up. So now we got that as a support line here. So we do have some upward momentum, and we got lots of signals telling us that here on the daily. So that is exactly what I'm going to be looking for. I'll on the short term, we'll be looking for things to start playing out properly to really move that bullish momentum up. And you really want to see like you want to really, if you really want to get up to those highs again, we're going to really want to see something like this happen. We're going to want that really nice bell curve. Like, we're going to want this real bullish momentum and drive us up real quick. That's what I'd like to see if this is going to come back up. I want to see us come back to the top really fast, break all those resistances I just laid out, and get us up to the top and break that high again. Boom, now we're gone. And that is going to be really good for the people holding. And if not, then we're going to be talking about the prices dropping down to that 9,600 area, 96,000 area. So again, 96,000 is our support area that we've been looking at. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for today's video. If you've stuck around to the end, of course, I'm going to say thank you very much. I appreciate you. Please hit that like or subscribe button if you want to continue. If you want to support my channel, that's just 2 ways you can do that for now. And, it helps me support me and helps me be more confident. And basically, I want to keep making these videos. I'm going to keep pumping them out every day. And yeah, that would just give me some more, incentive to keep doing this, knowing that there's a few of you out there watching my videos. So I would really like that. So basically, I will see you tomorrow, and peace.